We had nothing of that when I was there. We were just driving and doing our tasks. But just 1 year later, it was all hell broke loose. Yeah.
And it's complicated, isn't it? Because, Terry, I'm sure you formed very close relationships with your colleagues, but you also had to form relationships with Afghans, not knowing who was, I don't want to use the word on your side, but who wasn't a threat to you personally and for your colleagues. How did you negotiate your way around this?
The closest one we work with, it's always interpreters, which you will usually get very, very strong bonds with, because they are essential for you to be able to do your job, especially when your job is to travel around, talking to elders, talking to people, and getting situational awareness for the rest of the camp and the rest of the units. So it's a bit difficult, to be honest, because you always try to be polite, you always try to be the best you can be, both towards your own and also towards the people who live where you are on your mission. And it doesn't get any easier when you know that those two coming on that motorcycles were 99.5% for sure those two who had just been shooting at you from a certain hill over there. But as long as you don't see any weapons, there is no rule of engagements. You can't do anything. And
would you wanted to have done something at that point?
I guess maybe a lot of people have different thoughts going through their mind, but for us it was easy.
For you though,
easy.
For you, I want to know, in that situation, what would you have wanted to have done?
As long as you don't have any evidence, it's nothing you can do. That's the whole thing. It's just...
But from a human side, if people have been trying to shoot you and you see them driving down the hill on motorbike, how did you feel at that point?
You don't feel very happy about it, but as long as none of yours has been injured, you kind of just have to chin it off, because it's the rules that you've been given. And the other party, they know all of the rules that you have to oblige by, and they use it for their advantage. And I guess we would probably have done the same if it was our country who had been not invaded, but had other nations' military forces in them. I know that we had Norwegians doing exactly this during World War II against the Germans. Exactly the same behavior.
And they saved the war?
They managed to do what they were going to do, and that was to inflict injury or losses to the Germans, either in form of personnel or equipment. And that's pretty much, I would say, what the other party in Afghanistan was doing towards us as well. So for me as a military, I kind of understand if you manage to get that perspective on it. It's us and them, and when they start to shoot, you just want to win. It's whoever managed to pour more lead in that direction who will, at the end of the day, win the firefight. But they were very good at what they did, all up until the last in 2021, sitting and listening in on how they attacked the Afghan army and Afghan police, because they had a ceasefire with NATO. It was tremendous. They took a lot of beating because of the opponent were so good at doing exactly what they were supposed to do. So they were, from my point of view, a fierce opponent, which should have respect from us. even though we were not on the same side. They were good at what they did. They showed it against the Soviet Union, and they also, I would say, showed a good fight against us for those 20 years we were there.
You can understand from an outsider looking in